Oh, it's just Jord.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Little Nightmares theory video, and today I wanted to talk to you about the eye theory. So, as per usual, spoiler warnings ahead, and let's get straight into this theory. So, in Little Nightmares, we see eyes everywhere. Even the symbol of the game is an eye and 6 in it. Eyes on the wall, pictures of eyes, even the wallpapers have eyes, not to mention the rugs. And I started to wonder why, as it's something I haven't really dug into or thought about before, shrugging it off as just a mere picture. But there has to be some sort of meaning for all these eyes. They are too often symbolised scattered all over the moor, and in the recent chapter of The Residence, they are everywhere. For the first time we see eyes that need to be blinded by the light to open a door. I find this very strange, as it means you cannot unlock this certain door unless all the eyes that were watching you are now closed. And if you think about it, that's quite a disturbing thought. When you come across the eyes on the wall in Six's adventure, you know the ones that turn you into a stone statue if you're not quick enough to get out the way of its beaming light in the shadows. Notice how in their adventures they encounter both eyes, but doing the opposite mainly. I always thought of them being controlled by the lady in order to stop children escaping, as it doesn't seem to work on the janitor when he's seen moving the cage above you in the prison chapter, for instance. And when you're the runaway kid, your aim is to do the puzzles against the eyes in order to gain the lady statues to progress into the game further. But something has been bugging me for a while. If the lady was the symbol for the eye, and she could see everything, why didn't she see Six sneaking all the way from the prison to her quarters? Why didn't she see the runaway kid sneaking around out of bed all the way to her residence before seeing her in the mirror? But I've started to think that the eye symbol also means the lady is being watched. As I mentioned it in a previous video, the eye symbol can be seen on the mirror she's looking into, and I haven't been able to find another mirror like it. Even amongst the most broken ones, no other mirror has the eye symbol on it apart from the one we see briefly in the second comic. I can't help but, after playing The Residence, feel there is a higher power to play. And no, I'm not just going to say the North Wind like I usually do, but I feel that the lady isn't in control as much as we think she is. Maybe she's being watched too. Now what's interesting is, I know I say this a lot, but if you check the Little Nightmares Twitter, sometimes they'll often reply with some very crucial information. For instance, a while back a question was asked, and Tarzia actually replied, and they gave us some information about the lady and the fact that she's been there a long time. But what about the ladies that were before her then? All of the eye puzzles and things on the wall must be older than she is, as the moor is older than she is. Also notice how in Six's story we have the TV play some weird stuff. Even a symbol of a hand with an eye is in it, and some triangles with an eye in it. Then at the end of The Residence, we get a brief TV scene with the slender figure, and the reason I say that's the North Wind, and I know I've mentioned it in this previous theory, but it's in the comics, we see the North Wind with the crows, and in the end scene we hear crows. Even the gap lines in the figure are similar despite the figures not being exactly the same. When the North Wind appears with the crows in the comic, some of the crows have the eye symbol on them, which I find odd and also a coincidence, as these are the same eye symbols that we see on the moor everywhere, yet for the first time we see it outside the moor on something that he spawns. But at the same time, could it just be him placing them there because he can? But to back that bit of evidence up, I always get a lot of questions and concerns about the lore of the comics and if they are 100% legitimate. And after I did a bit of digging, I have found some information. So with the information coming from Little Nightmares themselves, I believe we are pretty confident that we can use the comics as a good source of lore, or canon in that sense. So with all that being said, my general overall theory about the Eye theory is that there is a higher power at play. It could be the North Wind, it could be Dr. No, it could be a character that we haven't even been introduced to yet, but who knows, it's just a theory. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and remember, if you have a theory or an idea, place a comment below and we'll all check it out. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you liked this video and if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, and if you want to support the channel more, please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to be up to date on the latest theories from my channel, don't forget to click the bell button as well along with that. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to keep an eye on that community tab. I post some brilliant art that gets shared in the Discord. For instance, I would like to thank Nazi Castro, Trash Panda, Miss Atomic Bombs, and Nave, and Avery Plays. Thank you for sharing your art with us in the Discord. As you may know, ladies and gentlemen, people that share their art in the Discord, I often feature them sometimes in the community tab, and I would just like to say thank you for all those that do that. There is lots more art that's actually in the Discord section at the moment that I just haven't shared yet. But with that being said, please go and support these guys. It's absolute fabulous artwork. And also, in the end of the video today, you will see a special end credit outro, which was actually provided by PyroCatFX. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning into this theory, and I will see you all in the next theory video. Bye!